National development very much depends on the quality of leadership in the public sector. But one challenge that Africa, and if I use Nigeria as an example, seems to have is that the overall quality and the depth of the pool of leadership talent in the public sector is very shallow.
The partnership with AIG is such a powerful signal that better leadership matters. So to have such a great leader from the private sector step forward and say, we care enough about better government and better leadership that we're going to put in not just resources but our time and our efforts to finding future leaders that will have impact and integrity. That's a great inspiration and support for our mission here in the School of Government.
I've worked in the private sector all my life. In the process of working in the private sector, I've had the opportunity to see how government works up front. And I've been very frustrated. There's so many things that we could have done that we haven't done. And it all boils down to leadership.
I worked in Nigeria for 5 years. I've had one or two moments where I engage with the public sector, to see like the inefficiencies, the bureaucracy, the red tape, the endemic corruption.
We need to create a different mindset in the minds of those who will lead Africa, the future generations. And I saw that very present, at BSG. I saw the formation of brilliant students into very capable leaders.
So when we take candidates into the school, we want to help them sharpen their sense of purpose, to know really what they want to achieve. We want to help increase their competence and make sure they know how to assess the evidence, how to select the right goal, the right pathway towards that goal. And we want to make them more impartial, better at digging deep to find their ethical position, why they're doing something, their principled reason for action, and to understand why as a leader they must strive always to act fairly.
That's the Nigeria of my dream, one in which we'll be able to develop our public sector to the point where they really work. And public sector officials will not see it as just another job that gives them a paycheck, but a job where they have an all-important task of doing good and touching the lives of the Nigerian citizens.
I think if, in that 1 year, we can impact on those students in that way, they will never be the same again. This is not a shooting star. This is not something that's going to look good, sound good, and get everybody excited and then end. I'm looking really at beyond 10, 20 years. We want a Nigeria, we want a Ghana, we want, Sub-Saharan Africa that's changed as a result of this initiative.
If you could transform the public sector in Nigeria and Ghana, first you'd create a self-sustaining good. A transformed public sector would start to attract the best and brightest into the public sector. And that would mean that you had an ever better public administration.
Here, we have such a fertile ground to bring in these individuals and make that type of impact on them and make them, really flag bearers of transformation in Africa. And I think that there is no more fertile space, for inspiring people than that we're in at BSG.